What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders Awakened, and my first ever Bonafide community build. So this is a Bonafide build. I'm going to test it out right here from the Dungeon Defenders Planner. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there are links in the description below. One of the awesome things that's coming along with Dungeon Defenders Awakened is a build planner website where members of the community can share their builds with other members. Now, we had this in Dungeon Defenders 1. We did not quite have anything like this in DD2. However, Dungeon Defenders Awakened has got it already, even though the game's not here yet. And I'm going to be taking a look through some of the builds on the planner. If there's any builds there on the planner that you would like to see me do a Bonafide build test to, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. Now, this very first one is from DeButters, longtime Dungeon Defenders community member, and this build caught my eye right from the beginning because it says right on it, Wave 4 through 15, go make coffee, AFK, rock farm. Now, you guys know I love my coffee, and I love me some rocks too, and I know a lot of you out there are doing some rock farming, and doing it AFK, although not as quick, it provides you an opportunity to get some other things done in your life, because sometimes coffee and sandwiches just need to be made. So let's go ahead and get things started off right here, and we're going to start off on this lane with 2 apprentice walls. Am I on my correct apprentice? I believe I am. We're going to throw them... Maybe move it up a little. Let's throw these apprentice walls right here. And then I think just to get the match started, we'll start off with an explosive trap, as that will be part of the build anyway. And then we're going to go with some squire walls over on this side of the map. Now, DeButters did leave a little variation in there. If you want to use apprentice walls here instead of squire walls, then that will allow you to put another Deadly Striker Tower, which we're going to be putting back here after we get the build all dialed in. However, we're going to go with the OG just as he has posted and see how this build holds up. Let's see, insufficient resources. Let's just go ahead and start the wave, and we'll get us a little bit of building mana so we can get this build all fleshed out. Now, the big benefit here, obviously, is going AFK Wave 4 to 15, which is going to be just a huge quality of life for lots of players that do have the will to grind it out in Dungeon Defenders Awakened, but may not have the time. So this will be a fun build to give a try, and as always, the links are down in the description below. So hats off to DeButters for this one. Let's get through Wave 4 and get this all built out and see what we can do. Now, there is one question I have about the build, and he's got it so that we're going to put darkness traps behind at the wall here, but then a gas trap in front. And one of the things that kind of, I guess, made me question is why would you not put the gas trap behind? That way our explosive trap is hitting the enemies there as well, because as you see right now, everything is just going to get gassed, and it's going to stop right there. Now, maybe it's to save charges on the explosive trap, since it is intended to be a full AFK build, but I'm going to go with exactly what DeButters has listed here, and we're going to do it par for par, exactly the way he got it done. So, let's see, we got another gas trap there in front. We want the darkness traps back close to the walls. Let's see, so we're going to go darkness here, and we'll go darkness there, and not a whole lot of mana left, so let's go ahead and just let the build roll here. Let's get one more wave out of the deal. Now, it does say down in the notes that you're going to want to throw some upgrades around at Wave 4 before you go AFK, but I am anxious to check it out. Now, we're going to be wanting to put some Deadly Striker Towers back here. We may have to go all the way to Wave 4 to get the mana. Let's see how much mana we can collect up through this one. I'm just going to speed things up by mowing some of these guys down here with my Builder Apprentice. So far, so good. And let's see, he wants the DSTs in a position where they're covering all 3 lanes, and we're going to have 2 Deadly Striker Towers in the back there, so I can go ahead and get those in. And they're going to be covering all 3 lanes for those Delphs and any Ogres that make it down to the walls. But let's collect up a little bit more mana and see if we can't get this bad boy all fleshed out and ready to go. We're going to need a Builder Squire as well, as we are going to be pooning it. There will be some Harpoon action coming here, no doubt about it, and I'm excited to see those Harpoons getting the job done. Only 3 mobs left. We got quite a bit of mana sitting here. Well, not really. Looks like more than it is, but let's just keep on collecting, and we will get there. We've got our 3 kobolds at the end here that are taking their sweet old time to get down, but they'll make it at some point. And then, let's see if we can't fish up a Builder Squire. That one right there should get the job done. And let's grab a little bit more of the mana. Now we're going to want 2 Harpoons over on this lane. I'm assuming we want to put these Harpoons back far enough where Ogre Cleaves are not an issue. So I'm going to throw them like right back there where they won't have any issue with Ogre Cleaves. And then we're going to want to get 2 in over here as well, covering both lanes. Same thing here. I'm going to want to throw them back just a little bit to make sure I'm not getting any Ogre Cleave issues in the mix. And they are putting in the work already. There's no doubt there. And as you see, we are down to 5 DU left. Now what 5 DU left means, it's time for 1 Flame Burst Tower. You got to have the Flame Burst. Flame Burst is love, Flame Burst is life. Let's just get the Flame Burst in there and quit denying it. So we will get that in just as soon as this wave is over. And then we're going to be at the start of wave 4, so we'll throw a couple of upgrades around. And then we will hit the old AFK and snooze it out all the way through to wave 14 and take a look and see if the build holds. Now, like I said, the only thing I'm really questioning, and I haven't asked the Butters about it, is just this gas trap in front. My first instinct would be to swap those 2 and put the explosive in front with the gas trap behind. However, I'm not really sure what the intention there was, and it may be just to save charges on that explosive trap. With all of the mobs CC'd up, as soon as the gas trap goes out, they're all going to zerg the wall, so the explosive trap would be hitting them all at the same time as well. Let's see, so then we want 1 Flame Burst Tower back behind here. Now, what's listed in the notes is if you want to, you could go with Apprentice Walls right here, and that's going to free up enough DU where you could get rid of this particular Flame Burst and go with a 3rd DST in the back. Now, the Butters did suggest that you AFK out on your Apprentice. That way you're going to get that additional 33% builder bonus damage. And then he also says to throw the upgrades on... Let's see. It says to throw the upgrades on Darkness and Explosive Traps. So let's get the Darkness and Explosive Traps upgraded before we jump ship on this run here. And I might have enough DU left. I do. I'm just going to go ahead and hit those gas traps as well. And there we go. So I've upgraded with all of the available mana, and it is time to AFK it out. Let's pop back at wave 14 and see how this build held up. Alright, and here we go in wave 14, taking a look around, and you know what? The build just took no damage at all. I'm absolutely amazed at just how far it made it with this little. I literally did nothing from wave 4 to 14. I took the Butters' advice, I went and brewed up a little coffee, and I took it one step further, and I even grilled up a turkey sandwich at the same time. So here we are. We're at wave 14. This build 100% is without a doubt full-on AFK up to this point. My guess is it would probably go much, much further with some upgrades. So let's just go ahead and throw a round of upgrades on all the stuff, and we will get this final wave going and get our rock. Now, I think the build is actually designed to AFK this wave as well, but I figured since this is the last wave of this video, we'd hop back in and show it all in action here. and it just did good. There's no doubt. I mean, not even once did I feel remotely nervous. Now, I did sit here and hit G the whole time. I didn't use any sort of a script. So that aspect of it, you know, obviously I was still sitting here watching the build, just not actively playing. But it was pure on easy mode. There's no doubt there. And looks like that's about all the mana we've got. So let's just go ahead and chillax it out here for this final wave 14 and get our rock. So I'm going to go ahead and pop up top here so we can see it all in action. The harpoons are just so amazingly strong. One thing about harpoons is if an enemy gets into its range, of course, the harpoon will fire at that enemy. However, it does pierce, but in addition to that, it has unlimited range, really, so it will shoot way, way far outside of its range and hit enemies that are in the path coming down through. So, just makes the harpoon just so awesome. I cannot wait to get some nightmare gear on my poons, as I just want to see those bolts flying like we used to have back in DD1. Now, these harpoons are putting in so much work, that flame burst is not actually getting very much action. Let's see, damage done. It says it did 7.4 mil. Yeah, and the harpoons are substantially more than that. So the harpoons are definitely putting in the work. A lot of them aren't even making it into flame burst range. Now the flame burst, of course, is the same way. That ball is going to fly until it hits something. And then, of course, the DSTs are far enough back where they're contributing, but they are going to target right onto any ogre that makes it to the wall, so makes them just the perfect ogre killers there in the back. 1,000 mobs left, and pure on smooth and easy, no doubt about it. So, hats off to Butters here for an awesome build. And this one, you can definitely add to your list to get the job done. If you need to do laundry while farming rocks, this is probably going to be a great build for you. We'll just wait it out here through these last 900. Everything's looking pretty solid, though. I mean, nothing's even remotely coming into question. These two walls took a little bit of damage from that wave 4 to 14, but not even enough to be remotely concerned about. And they are apprentice walls, so I mean, geez, they just held up great. See those poons in action, just piercing the entire line, landing back there and sticking into the wall after it just goes all the way through them. This would have been a great map for me to turn those ragdolls up. However, I've got them actually set to 0 for live streaming. But there would be some serious ragdolled enemies here with this harpoon action. It is just completely clearing that entire lane. It's like nothing else is even getting a chance to do anything. Just such an incredible defense. Like I said, I can't wait to see what the poons are like once we get the nightmare gear, as it's gonna just be awesome. That is for certain. All these archers just like to line up straight, and that just makes the poons just really, really excel. Just cleared that entire pack of them like it was nothing. Now they are all just a pool of mana, there is no doubt. 400 mobs left, we are almost there, but as you can see, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now remember, this is an AFK setup, meaning that if you're in low stat gear, you could use a setup similar to this and contribute and repair your walls and help DPS, and you're going to be able to get the same results, which is a pet rock with substantially lesser stats if you're just willing to contribute a little bit. But we're doing good. I mean, I'm not even over there buffing a defense or anything. Normally, if I was just playing and feeling lazy, I would at least be dropping overcharges on those towers. But just no need to even do that, and it is just slayed. And there we go, wave 14 is complete, which means we got us a shiny rock sitting over here. Let's take a look at it. Oh, I can already see it's green. Boo! No love for the rocks. However, DeButters, thank you so much for posting this build up for us. It is without a doubt a Bonafide build, and I'm looking forward to seeing more. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will be back soon with some more Dungeon Defenders in all its forms. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.